Hello and welcome to another Supernauta stream. Today we're playing a new adventure game that we haven't yet played before. This is called The Last Door. One moment. Yes, as I was saying. So this is The Last Door. This is another adventure game. This, I think, was presented originally in an episodic kind of format. So there's kind of 4 chapters, 4 episodes, if you like, available in this collector's edition, episode 1 to 4, which are The Letter, Memories, The Four Witnesses, and Ancient Shadows. This is kind of a point-and-click horror game, so it's going to be a slightly more atmospheric kind of game, more of a kind of pixel graphics kind of thing. So the sprites might not be quite as clear and sharp as they are on the likes of Broken Sword, but hopefully these things will be a little bit more interesting. Similar, I suppose, to Gemini Rue in terms of the style almost. Maybe just a slightly scaled back a little bit, slightly more basic. So we're going to make a start on this game today. We're going to do episode 1. We'll do The Letter for now. Depending on how long that takes us, we may move into something else, but for now let's try episode 1. And we will move along from there and see how far we go. Episode 1, The Letter. After all the things I've seen. So yeah, this is a very scaled back game graphically, as you can see. I'm guessing this is something we can pick up. Okay, looks like I found something to pick up on the floor. I can't be 100% sure what it is because the game doesn't tell me anything. So, for example, we'll move over to anything we can see that gives us a change in cursor. Is that a chair? Oh, after all the things he's done. After all the things he's done, I think we see where this is going. I think that might have been a rope. And maybe he's about to do something he shouldn't. So the chair's been made upright. I think this was a chair that was lying on its back originally. And it looks like he's going to do something that he really shouldn't do. But he says he can't escape the course his life has taken. So of course he would tie something up there. I guess we don't have much choice in where we're going with this, because there's nothing really else to do. So I guess we've got to watch this scene. Sorry for those of you that might be a little worried about this scene. But now I'm beyond redemption. Yeah, I thought that might be what we're getting to see. What a great way to start the game. I just hope you can forgive me someday. Yeah, okay. We understand. Don't think you need to go any further. Yours sincerely, Anthony Beechworth. Well, let's go. Oh, that was a little unnecessary, wasn't it? Some credits. By the Game Kitchen. Enrique Cabeza, Raul Diaz, Mauricio Garcia, Daniel Marquez, and I missed the other guy. Music by Carlos Viola. Published by Phoenix Online. I won't go through all the names because I don't think we necessarily need to know all that. It's community powered. I think this stuff might have community might have powered this before I've started playing the game. Some people that need to be thanked, I guess. So we're going to October 1891. Bit of Latin. If anyone wants to guess what that says. That was all his childhood friend Anthony Beechworth had written in his letter as he entered this home. It had been many years since he had heard what he said. They were members of a science and philosophy group together. Secretly, apparently. Is this at a time when science was anathema? Secluded boarding school in Scotland. They left all those things behind. So something awful's obviously happened to him. I think we all know what that was. And apparently it must remain totally secret. Can't really see why, but okay. So what's going on? I guess we'll go and find out. So just immediately, even though that was the middle of the night, he just got the first train to Sussex and headed to the address. That was convenient, wasn't it? Beechworth Manor. A foreboding house in the middle of nowhere. So there we are. This is Jeremiah Devitt. We're in episode 1, which as we know is the letter. Okay, so we have a magnifying glass here, I guess, to use to look at things. Do we drag that or do we just... Yeah. Well, we do drag it, we do click it, but it doesn't actually do anything apparently. Still, there's a gesture to go in here. It's all silent, like there's no one here. Well, let's see what we can do. He's worried about Anthony. Need to track him down. Just go up to the attic. We all know where he is. It's his coat. I have a picture here. The years have not been kind to Anthony. The old grandfather clock. It's the only thing breaking up the silence. Let's take a walk this way. Because there are some stairs and we know that that might lead us to him. But let's take a look in here first. A gramophone? Was he an enthusiast of new inventions? An invention which these days would sound absolutely horrendous, probably. Have a cabinet with some glasses and liquor bottles. And a matchbox. But we can't, apparently... Oh, there we go. Let's take the matchbox. So now we have a matchbox. Is there anything else to find? What else can we see here before we move on? We have a fireplace. And we have a front window. Oh, and it's open. Seems to be just leaving all of his entrances open right now. Let's have a look at this door. Just need to make a very quick posting. So I'll be back with you in just one moment. Okay, we're back. So let's see, we've just opened a door, and let's enter the door and see where it takes us. Into a hallway by the look of things. There's some more paintings. A seascape. So this is going to be a little more atmospheric than some of the titles we might have played before. Well, Gemini Rue was quite atmospheric at times. But here we are. We are in a kitchen. And we're going to take a look at the kitchen stove. And pick up a cleaning cloth, I guess. Is this going to become cleaning simulator? Victorian era? Plates and pans? And let's open this door here. Or try to. So he's unlatched that door. I don't know if we want to go outside right now. We need to look around the house. Let's take a look around the rest of the downstairs in the house. Oh, crooked portrait. Should we straighten the portrait? Or is that portrait going to cause us a problem if we straighten it? It would appear that it can't be straightened. Oh. A rosary. We'll have that. I guess we'll continue on. To another room. What have we here? Apparently nothing of interest in the drawers, but there's something on top. Well, a lamp that we might need at some point. We've got matches. I feel like we might need the lamp. So that's exciting. What else do we have? Wash basin, toiletries, and not much else. Let's take a look here. It would appear this door is locked. So I guess we're not going that way. Let's go in the lounge. Glasses and liquor bottles. Yeah, we already know there's not much to do. Let's see if we can light this lamp, because we might need a lit lamp at some point in time. So I guess we're going to venture upstairs where we know we're going to find something bad. But, you know, let's not look too shocked when it happens. What's this, first of all? A note. Dear Mr. Beechworth, due to the recent events, the situation has become unbearable for us, and much to our regret, we have no other choice but to leave. We will remain forever grateful for all these years in your service. God bless you, Mr. and Mrs. Brewer. I guess these would be servants, butler, maid. Who really knows? Let's take the stairs. Oh, so we can't see very far in front of us. Our lamp is necessary. And we have a locked door. Some pictures. We have what looks like a boarded up door. Can we take them off? Firmly nailed. Here we have another door. This one we can open. Let's see what we got. Silver key. Guess we'll take that. Keys are always useful, and we know somewhere we needed it. Let's see what we got here. A gentleman with a serious and inquisitive look. We have a table with photographs and daguerreotypes, family photographs, and a dirty fireplace. Double bed that's not been slept in. I guess there's not much to do here apart from leave there. Now where did we find we needed a key? There was a door downstairs, wasn't there? Where we could find a key, where a key was required. Let's see. We could also double click an area to head to it quicker now that we've been there, which might be a good thing. So let's have a look at this room that we couldn't get into before. See, we can't open it on its own. Try and find the key. We have a key. And it opens the door. Oh, we appear we're in a cellar of some kind. You see something to the left there that's just out of sight. Oh, there we are. Slate disc record, the Carnival of Venice. Let's be having that. We're going to ignore those noises that we're hearing in the background. And we're going to continue to the left. What's that? Just some bales of something? Well, it looks like we have something there. An iron crowbar. Let's be having you then. Anything more this way? There's a boiler. Out of use for a long time. That's all it says. And a wall. Right, so I think we want to go back upstairs because there's not much to do here. Let's get out of here. The atmospheric noises are worrying us. There we are at the stairs. So we found a record. And we know where there's a gramophone to play on. There. So let's see what it is. Let's go out here. Somebody stopped the music. Or something. Oh my goodness. It's a room full of crows. Let's get out of here. Let's get into the kitchen. And get out of this building quickly. Oh. Oh, he looks like he's in some pain there. Dying crow, not much life left in it. Oh, we'll just stick it in our pocket, why not? Just what we need, a dying bird in our pockets. That's just weird. Is it still alive? That's just messed up. Guys, that's just messed up. Oh, they're gone. No more crows in the house, guys. We have got a crowbar. I don't know if we have a crow and a crowbar, maybe that's a good thing, is it? You know what a crowbar is good for? Yeah. That's slightly disconcerting noise. Let's go inside. Ooh. What's that say on the left? Leave me alone. In blood, do you think? Let's take a look at this. A woman. Lifeless. She has a note. It says, I'm writing what will surely be my final thoughts, my last lines, my last breath. I do not know what kind of dark power has turned my husband into what he is now, a stranger, with a look bereft of all sanity, compassion, and human warmth. I do not know what shadow has slowly darkened our lives. I do not know this foreign guest that now dwells in our souls. Very good. I do not know where it is from, but I am sure it is not from this world. I will meet my brothers and sisters soon. I will be free from this abyss of madness and fear. Soon I will stop trembling. Now, did you write all over the roof there? What have we got here? Hairpin? Useful. A letter. There we go. Dear Margaret, it has been days since Anthony left his office. I can hear him whisper angrily, frightfully, and it gets worse at night. Our service left a few days ago. Without their help and company, I'm lost. I presume that means servants. I can barely walk out of bed, and not even the doctor will come here after his argument with Anthony. My husband has developed a horrible ability to break anyone's will. I do not know what to do. I do not have any strength left. I wish I could send you this letter. Your dear friend Anna Beechworth. That's exciting news. I don't think I want to... Do I want to be here? Why do I have a crow? What do I need a crow for? What's happened? The game's crashed. Apparently. Yeah, apparently the game died. Okay. Looks like we're not doing this after all. Because I'm guessing it didn't save where I was. Will it let me continue? Oh, it did. So we have the hairpin, so we are pretty much where we were before. Let's just... Can we save? No, just continue, I guess. Okay, well let's hope the game doesn't shut itself off again. I'm going in here. It's fine now, I don't know what happened there. But we're okay. Well, are we? Let me just check something. Yeah, it looks like we're okay. So, what do we have here? A window leading to a balcony. A window that we can't open. A small tool, you say? Like, I don't know, a hairpin? Of course. This place looks a bit more interesting. What do we have? Some items on the floor. Paint thinner. I guess if we can have it, we'll take it. What's that? Well, we've opened the door. Anything else in here? Oh. A common hammer. And we can take it. So we're having it. Nothing else much going on. We've still got a crow that we're not doing anything with. Are we just being cruel? I think we're just being cruel to a crow. My goodness. You're going downstairs. We'll try and hit the hallway again. See if there's anything else interesting there. Seems we've got a lot of different things around. Rainy landscape. Okay. Let's see if we can work out what to do with any of these other bits and pieces. Can barely see through the window. What can we do here? Can we see through the window with that? Put the lamp away, you strange man. Okay, we've opened the window with a rosary. Instead of our hands, I don't know. You ask, don't ask me. Get some air and we put a crow in a bowl. It's a strange little game, isn't it? A noise in the distance. What is that? Oh no. Noise is down below. Why are we doing this? What is that noise? Is that a cat? Is there a cat down here? Meow. Slightly worrying noise, isn't it? The cat. Yeah, it's a cat. Seems to be behind the wall. Can we knock the wall down with a hammer? It's gonna be a dead cat, isn't it? Bones. Black cat with no eyes. It's always a good start. Oof. I almost ripped my eyes out. Well, let's hope not, because a cat without eyes is one thing, but we'll have some trouble without any. So, a dark cloak, a mask, and a knife in a chest. Just what we always wanted. The knife could be useful, but the cloak and the mask aren't. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. This is horrible. Okay. Now what? Wrong way. Let's get upstairs. Because I've got a feeling there's some things I've missed that I need to look at. Let's go in here. We have another door here. Let's take a look at this wheelchair. I thought there might be someone in that there for a moment. We've got some other letters. Or it looked like letters anyway. I cannot go on, all is lost. That's an exciting letter. Diary page. Can't stand their stares, they watch me, they judge me, they despise me. I know they think I'm not worthy of this family, but who are they but dust and bones? My memory, leave me, I do not need you, leave me alone. I see. Let's go through here. Oh. Plenty of portraits here, eh? Let's take a look. Standing beside a wild car lynx. And there's a noise. Let's see what happens here. A lynx with its mouth open like it's growling. I see. That's exciting. There's also a very strange noise. Like a clanking noise that I'm hearing every now and again. Let's get out of here. Finding places to go and things to do. So we found a lynx painting. And there's one in the portrait. Mouth closed like it was in the picture. We've got a key from the lynx's mouth. A gold keyhole at the top of the ladder. Oh, we found Anthony. I think it's probably too late for us to help him. Something's in his pocket. It's a sealed letter. It's a slightly depressing game, to be honest, isn't it? Still, let's see what's happening. In just one moment. It is a slightly disturbing game, all told. But here's what the letter says. Dear J. DeVitt, if you're reading these lines, then I'm nothing but a dead body hanging before you. I write to you in my last shreds of lucidity. You're one of my oldest friends, and when I sent you the letter asking you to come here, I did not doubt for one moment that you would. Had you failed me this evening, everything would have been lost. I found myself involved in a series of horrible incidents. For reasons beyond my comprehension and sanity, I'm a total stranger to myself and to my closest relatives. Getting that noise again. Capable of the most indescribable and atrocious acts. Can't give you any more details at the time. Must ask you to go immediately back to the boarding school where we made that pact, while we all swore on our honour that sentence that would protect us. Letter must not reach anyone else. It's imperative you destroy it immediately. The lives of the rest of the group and yours too are in great danger. Do not delay. They are already waiting for you. Seeing is believing. Do not forget that. Oh my goodness. Crows have come in to take him away. Oh my word. That's a fairly horrendous scene, isn't it? Fairly horrifying. So some credits. I think given that that didn't take very long, we'll maybe do chapter 2, episode 2 as well. I don't think it can be quite as depressing as that episode was, surely. Maybe I'm wrong. Previously. Not that we need a previously, but carry on. We'll do it mid-chapter. Jeremiah DeVitt received a mysterious letter from his childhood friend, Anthony Beechworth. Is that it? No, we skipped it. There we go. Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Oh, we're a priest, and he's in a room full of crosses, crucifixes, and a human-sized crucifix up there. I'm hoping is just a crucifix with a statue on it. I'm hoping the way this game's gone, who knows, but that's not a person nailed up on there. Let's see what we got. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. What have we done? I don't know what that is. Oh, we've got a coat hook. Give us each day our daily bread. Oh, and now we've got a priest with his clothes off. A little concerned about that. Forgive us our sins, for we ourselves forgive our debtors. He's kneeling down. He's not one of these Opus Dei guys, is he? Yeah, he is. He just whipped himself. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I'm sure he's missed some bits out there, but okay. Can we skip the credits? Yes, we can. Good. We don't need them again. Now tell me, where are you? What do you see? Oh. Very stylistic. You seem to be in a black and white silent movie. Slowly wandering right. Oh. Is it Anthony? Well, you tell me, is it? That's a flash of blinding light. And we have to keep walking. No doubt we'll find him hanging again. The good news is that we've only got like 2 more episodes of this, so it shouldn't take very long. But we'll probably do it in a second video with episodes 3 and 4. We just go somewhere and then a thing flashes and something disappears. Is that supposed to be disturbing? They're trying to jump scare us? When I count to 3, you'll wake up. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's like a crow's eye. 3 now, wake up, wake up. And we're awake. And we're back in the room. Apparently that'll be enough for today. Is this necessary? So we have some conversation options for what looked like an eye. There we are. So there we are. He's asking him how he could have let his wife die so awfully, but I'm not sure his corpse was pecked to pieces by crows. Was he entirely of sound mind? Obviously his friend remembers more than he does. And he remembers very little compared to obviously the other people involved. Well, we know that he was obviously losing sanity. Yeah, he's got to go back to the boarding school. I'm not sure that's a great idea. But apparently he's going to do it anyway. Are we heading there now? Well, we're in a cab at least. Memories. Okay. So we're in a new location, and this is the boarding school we were told to go to. There's a mailbox here which is damaged. And inside we find a postcard. It says, "Wish you were here." I am, though I wish I wasn't. Juliet Holloway. Was she going to the boarding school? It's not often that you get boarding schools that have males and females in the same area, but I guess this one does. Well, let's keep going. Oh, we have a fountain, and it's the Angel Gabriel. And it's fallen to pieces, so obviously the school's been neglected a little. Stone eagle on the floor. Can we have it? Yeah, we'll have it. Can we put the eagle back on the statue? No, I guess not. Let's go inside. Well, we have what looks like a nun over there. Do we really want to speak to nuns? Seems to me that that's dangerous. Let's have a chat. Excuse me, sister. Oh, her speech bubble's red. Is that something to be concerned about? Good evening. She's Mother Elizabeth, and she wants to know what brings us here. Former student at the boarding school. So this is a hospital now. He wants to speak at 2. Too busy to start wasting time talking about past issues. There's little to say. The sisters arrived after the boarding school had closed down, everybody but the Monsignor. That'll be the guy we were just playing as that was whipping himself. Guaranteed. Why have I come to this place? It'll help me remember my past. Because it will. But I don't know if I want to. Visit a doctor immediately, don't waste your time here, but I thought this was a hospital. Wants to perceive the passage of time. You got a watch? Yeah, that's a good question. What are we talking about? Couldn't tell you why it's important, but it is. She's gonna let me stay around. Some weird guy who's just come in randomly. Hey, that's alright, you hang about. So does she take care of patients? Both physical and spiritual needs. And this Monsignor. He was a priest and professor before he became the Monsignor. He started to lead the place. Can we talk to him? Impossible. Not to be disturbed. Well, enjoy your duties. Let's see what we've got. See what we can find. Oh, we have a place where patients are, apparently. Oh, and there's a conversation going on here. Juliet, where are you? Packet of letters bound by twine. Let's have a quick talk to this man. Doctor? I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor. He's been delirious for days. Why don't you answer my letters? Why have you left me? She's right next to you. Oh no, okay, it's his sister and he's got a fiance who's disappeared. Poor boy. He hopes he recovers. Why? We don't know him. Well, thank you. Wait. There's a letter. Who's written to him? Their mother. Hope you're recovering. I wish that your beloved sister and you come back home soon. She needs more care now than ever, and worries a lot. I think she's trying to hide stuff from him. Just have a feeling about it. Ah, see, she never posted his letters. That's why she never got in touch. How could he be so cruel? No, he refuses to see how inappropriate and matched she is. That's the trouble with the 19th century. Status. His treacherous sister. Nothing beloved about her, apparently. And she's no sister of his. She stayed by his side all through his illness just to make sure that he doesn't get contacted by the woman she doesn't like, let's be honest. He's apparently very alone. Well, she's about to be, isn't she? Take this coin as a token of my appreciation. Yes, I will have your tokens of gratitude. Oh, we have a letter here. Weird tales, man, guys. Weird tales. And a woman. Your rhythmic sound like a breathing. What do you mean? She found increasing pressure on her temples. Something dry and rough like tree bark brushed against her leg. And she saw something on the wall like a growing shadow. She lit the lamp and there was nothing. Well, it's probably because you lit the lamp. Just a nightmare. Or was it? I guess we'll never know. Anyone else in here? Oh, we have someone else. Please, someone. Piety. I'm sorry you cannot be here. So I can help. Apparently the Lord looks after each and every one of their patients and will provide me with all the help I need. We can pray next to a statue. That's exciting, isn't it? Then we have a door that we can enter. Well, this looks more interesting. Textbooks. Now there's just a music box. What else do we have? We have something to look at there. It's a letter. Dear brother, I've received your letter. I try to write you more frequently. I hope you're studying a lot and you feel comfortable there. We miss you a lot. When are you coming back? Father's in bed with fever and not feel very well, but I'm on medication. Today's her birthday. She's feeling blue. It's quite a boring Sunday at the village. Mum's going to cook a lemon cake like those Grandma used to make. I wish we could eat it together. Right back soon. I'm looking forward to knowing how you're doing. What are you learning? How is Scotland? And so on. A big hug. I think about you a lot. And that's from someone's sister. How exciting. Is that all we have? Guess so. Nothing there anymore. Anything else in this room? No, we have something there. Father Ernest seemed unusually troubled today. Several times he paused abruptly in the middle of a lecture for no reason, even during theology. Father Ernest was irritable. Collins made a comment, was expelled from class for it, and even DeVitt was admonished, that's me, just for reading a philosophy book. I hope Father Ernest doesn't turn his ire toward me. Disconcerting to see Ernest entering class so pale and sweaty. Dazed. Father Eugene taught the theology class, although he doesn't know anything. As to what happened, Eugene told us Ernest was ill. What worries me now is that Eugene is also unwell. That's slightly worrying. Now we appear to be hearing muffled voices. He's reading on his own. It looks like more than one of them's ill. Father Ernest can't come back. School's closed. Now there's no why. We cannot get a straight answer from the faculty. They're anxious, and Father Ernest has stayed behind. Oh, a photograph of the graduating class. Closed just in time for them to graduate, at least, eh? Father Ernest and a couple of other people. One face completely scratched out. Can we take that? No? What's on the board? An odd sentence. In death there's hope, in death there's life. One must seek its true nature to understand the nothing. It's been there for years. The chalk's faded in some places. Probably that's Father Ernest writing that. Let's get out of this room. It's probably bringing back bad memories. Let's get out of here. We'll try this door near the Virgin Mary statue. Door's unlocked. And we're outside. Oh, there's a grave. There's a coffin. Casket. Coffin. Whatever you prefer. And I can hear a noise like someone digging. Why would you just do that just in the middle of... Oh, it is a grave. It is a cemetery. Good evening, we say. He hopes there will be a good evening. But it's not, is it? Not for me, not for you. I didn't know there was a graveyard here. It's his pleasure, but I don't know there's a graveyard here. I see the Monsignor wanted corpses buried there. So many corpses. And the place is forsaken, apparently. Must be this illness that all the other people had. Who's the Monsignor? Mr. Baldwin. Can't rightly say. Never seen him. Maybe he doesn't exist. Thank you for your time. Well, now that's very strange. Is this going to be that illness that was taking over the teachers, do you think? Oh, we have a path we can take. Oh, looks like it takes us to, is it a beach? Piece of fishing net. I'm sure that'll be useful, we'll take it. Let's see what else we've got. Looks like some driftwood. Perfectly smoothed into a small log. I guess we'll have that too. It doesn't look perfectly smooth to me. Anything else? Can we go in the sea? Go on, get in the sea. Get in the sea. Apparently not. We can't get in the sea. We can't make him get in the sea. A haphazard gravesite. Well, yeah, because you've just been told to do it, hasn't he? He's not supposed to be a graveyard. Recently dug grave. We have a coffin here. I don't think he's brave enough to open it somehow. So there we have the way right back to the front door. And nothing more to do there. Okay, we're going to follow the steps now. And let's start opening doors. We have a nun with a cane by the look of things. Good evening. She says nothing. All the suffering, all the tears, all our prayers unanswered. We've walked into a really weird place here. What do you mean? All these years just to the Lord, praying, looking for a sign. For something that can give me strength. And they all think they're forsaken. Crying, praying, screaming and dying. What for? Where is the Lord? Well, I got my own theories on that. But there's no place for them here. But that's pretty close. Maybe there is no Lord. What's our purpose for living? Well, just to be, surely. She can't go on like that. Excuse me, sir. She's not going to commit suicide as well, is she? Okay. Wind up our music box with, we haven't got the key. That coin does the job. What a beautiful melody. Reminds her of her youth. She knew her path. Oh. It looks like maybe she knows it again. I've given her the sign she's looking for. I've given her a sign, it was just me playing a music box. That's the trouble with some people, you know. Anything could be a sign. Anything at all. We have a drain pipe with a lot of dry leaves in it. And that's blocking the water. Can we clear the leaves away, maybe? To stop blocking the water? Okay, what's it like now? Sharp edges. Cut myself, put my hand in. Can we fix it? The sharp edges are blunt. Now we don't need to worry about being cut. Okay, but what use does that do? Nothing now to impede the water stream, apart from the fact that it's pouring down the side of the building. And we're going to put a net on it. Just in case there's anything coming down the pipe, apparently. Even though the water looks like it's going from right to left, which makes not a lot of sense considering the pipe to the right is going down. But what do I know? Not a lot. Let's keep walking. Take a look at this. What's this? A tapestry of Jesus. What's that? A tapestry. But the student dormitory used to be there. It's been hidden. Let's get inside. We've got a bathroom. Shower room, really. Broken mirror, protruding priest. I guess we're taking a bit of glass. Oh, we have something here. A puddle in the shower hole. Something shining that we can't see properly. Does the mirror help us do that? The mirror, broken mirror? No. Oh, I don't want that. Put that away. Put that away. There we are. Open the tap with no risk of losing the shiny object. Are we sure about that? It's gone. Oh, but we got a net. Maybe that's what we're supposed to do. We put a net down, and now the water would be flowing across the front of the building towards the downpipe. So we'll surely catch it. The only thing is, the water did look like it was flowing the other way. Something works in mysterious ways, possibly this game's physics. There we are, wherever the shiny object is, we have it now. It's a teardrop. A shiny teardrop. Let's get out of here. Because I don't think there's much else we need to do here. Apart from get downstairs. What do we have here? So we have a teardrop. Oh, piety again. A mournful statue. So the ideal place to stick a teardrop. It might look like a real tear if we could make it shine. Can we reflect it? Oh, a flashing tear in the eye. Please help. The nun doesn't know what to do. Look, she's like, she's crying. Well, what does it mean? It means that I stuck a piece of jewellery onto it and then reflected light on it. And she's run away. That's helpful. Maybe now we can speak to this guy. Help me. What's wrong? Unbearable and endless pain, and the doctors don't care. It's like Mother Teresa, maybe. Yeah, come at me. They pass me by without even looking at me. They say that they're praying for me, but it does not cure my ailment. It's alright. I know, but I beseech you. Well, you know, prayer. The power of prayer is non-existent. He's indebted to me. Might be difficult. Terribly hard request. I'll find the courage to help. Besides the magnitude, God bless you. I can show my gratitude. He wants morphine so that he can die. He wants morphine so that he can die. So he wants us to go and look for morphine so that he'll die. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but nonetheless, if we're being asked to do it, we probably need to progress. A lot of unnecessary death in this game though, hey? There was morphine here. And the nun who saw the thing cry didn't even notice. I feel like I shouldn't do this. I feel like this is a serious mistake. But, you know, this is one of those games where, oh, he's gone. He's gone. Maybe he was never there in the first place. A note on the bed. Baldwin lies over and over again. And again. It's not a very exciting note, is it? Let's go... I don't know, let's go this way. He's obviously escaped. Oh. Noises from inside the coffin. Are we being serious now? Can't open it. So how are we going to get... We need something to get whatever's in there out. Is it going to be more crows? Because I could do without crows. Oh, someone hitting a wall. Well, let's tell him there's someone stuck in a coffin. Maybe he'll give us his hammer. Oh no, I don't want to know about the Monsignor. Maybe I can get a tool out of here. I need to distract him. Well, what can I do to distract him? Do I hit him, inject him with some morphine? A distraction. A distraction. What can we do to distract him? Oh, we've got some more conversation options. Tell me about this place. I was by an Episcopal Bishop of Aberdeen in 1805. What can you tell us about Aberdeen? Biggest cities in Scotland. One of, yeah. If you look northeast, you'll see the King's Chapel Tower, the highest point of Aberdeen. There we are, we got something. We just needed to distract him long enough. Don't worry about it. I'll leave you to your work. Has he like boarded someone up inside this coffin? I guess we'll find out. Or are we about to get like jump scared? The darkness of his eye. And he's terrified. What has happened? What has happened is that someone has put him inside a coffin. Which is very strange. Let's get inside. Because this is just starting to get a bit odd. Oh, but there's no one here, so let's take a look at the paperwork. Papers. A key. Keys are always good. And there's nothing else that we need. And there's a door here that I expect this probably opens. Yes, it does. Oh. They appear to be much smaller. Don't look into his eyes, he says. I don't know who that is. I don't know what's going on. Let's speak to these people. He says, because the deepest darkness dwells in his eyes. I guess we're going through this door. Come in, my son. Okay, we're going into a room with a Catholic priest and his giant Jesus on the wall. Look, he doesn't have crucifixes everywhere at this point in time. Did you think you could hide these books from me? What kind of books? Plato and Aristotle, really? Instruments of falsehood, yeah, fallacies. From the snake. Never mind that the Greeks translated most of the Bibles early on. Get on your knees and raise your arms. This isn't going to be one of those games, is it? Apologise to the Lord. Pray to the Lord. Why? Malum in se. So this is the hallway. We've got writing on the wall. Evil in itself. And that's an eye. I'm a little concerned. Is that another crow flying into the window? Is the next window going to break too? Of course it is. And that one. And that one almost entirely. There's some exorcist shit going on here. Lord, your eyes burn me. I don't deserve mercy nor forgiveness. O Lord, have mercy on my soul. Who are you sending me? Is death to whom you're handing me over? Has my hourglass already run out? Yeah, Father Ernest. Ernest? It's been many years since I heard that name. Since, oh, I see. In order to be able to remember, you have to help me, I beg you. Yeah, he was the person who was punishing you for reading books. Pastimes bring us misfortune and pain. I was one of your students. One of my students, you say, it's only the Lord who teaches us. Must follow his ordinances and disciplines. Get closer, pray next to me. Okay. I guess we can do that. A large burn over his eyes and can't see. Despite his decrepitude, extreme littleness and paleness, it's still Father Ernest. But he's far away in another world. That morphine will do wonders. Okay. Is there anything interesting to look at? Can he stop? I'm enveloped by sin. Oh, all the crosses are hanging off the wall. Faceless pilgrim, gate guard of the lost seaman. I don't know. Aha! I think he's probably lost plenty of seamen. Oh, excuse me. He has to purify his soul. An old razor blade stained with blood. Well, we've got that. Uh-huh. He's going to see us, isn't he? Let's be careful. He's just quite an annoying person, isn't he? Dear God in heaven, I feel for you, lights in my eyes, I'll burn them for you. I feel myself in you, your eyes rub my soul, I'll burn it for you. Dear God in heaven, I fear myself in you, your sword is in my hands, I'll burn them for you. I hate myself in you, blames in your heart, I'll burn myself for you. That's why he burnt his eyes, I guess. Is that all we need to do? Let's get out of here. Because this place is slightly disconcerting. No more things flying into the windows though. I guess the evil's been dealt with for now. Let's go. Let's keep moving. We've got a razor blade. And we know that the tapestry here is hanging in front of what used to be a door. So can we just cut it down? My hands don't have the strength. Can we make a tool? We can make a tool and cut it down. Yeah, there's a door there, he said. Ah, looks like we have another flashback. Our expert on philosophy, Jeremiah DeVitt, shows up. Where were you, my friend? We've been looking for you. It's the perfect moment for our next meeting, but I suspect someone outside your group is secretly surveilling us. Who is it, Anthony? Professor Glynn. Do you mean Father Ernest? Certainly, no doubt about it. Therefore, dear colleagues, I've decided to change the venue for tonight's meeting. These are like some sort of secret science club, hiding away because the the priest will whip them if they continue to do what they're doing. A lounge behind the small door of the classroom. He's borrowed the key. At 12 o'clock we'll find the door open and he'll be inside. Vedete necis scat. Shat. No. And we're back to the current time. Personal belongings on the furniture. Is that right? Nothing else there we can look at yet. Oh, we've got windows. The walls in disarray and you could probably punch through them. Well, clearly these haven't been used for a while. He used to sleep here. Anything still there? Well, why do you want to lie down there? That's just weird. Oh, we have a candle with a piece of paper. Mr. Rabbit was jumping through the forest. Mr. Rabbit was jumping through the forest on a warm spring afternoon. This isn't going to be like Slender Man or something, is it? Oh, we have another. When going through a bush, Mr. Rabbit ran into Mr. Wolf, Mr. Vulture, and Mrs. Snake, who were having a heated argument. Where's this going? Oh, more paper. More notes. Mr. Rabbit, curious, asked them, Dearest, why are you arguing in this beautiful and cheerful spring afternoon? Are they arguing over who gets to eat the rabbit? Mr. Wolf answered politely, What we're trying to decide here is who of us will have the pleasure to eat you up. See? These stories. Mr. Rabbit, really scared, said, But I do not want to be eaten. I want to live. You heard him, he wants to live, guys. We're really going to be so nasty? Oh, another note. And it says, to which Mrs. Snake answered, smiling, That's impossible to happen, Mr. Rabbit, since we all, both you and us, are going to die sooner or later, don't you think so? Yeah, but really? It's a bit cruel, isn't it? It's just nature, though, after all. Another note. Mr. Vulture added, Mrs. Snake is right. We should stick to the issue at hand. It's getting late, and as you see, we do not agree. Do you want to help us decide, Mr. Rabbit? Who would you suggest is the one to eat you? Maybe the snake, because it would swallow you rather than... You could maybe just get out. After thinking about it for a while, Mr. Rabbit came up with an idea and carefully said, I got it. Why not organise a race? The first who arrives at the forest clearing will have the privilege of eating me. No doubt Mr. Wolf can run at high speed, but Mr. Vulture can go flying and avoid obstacles. And I'm sure Mrs. Snake knows all the shortcuts within the forest. What do you think? Well, you see, how are you going to trick them? The three predators agreed that it was fair, so they started the race and quickly disappeared. Mr. Rabbit, happy to trick them, started running at high speed in the opposite direction of the predators, who, eager to prove their worth, didn't realise the trick. He just runs away. Oh, we have another piece of paper. Mr. Rabbit was far away from there, and he finally felt safe, happy, and proud of his cunning. But suddenly there was a loud bang. The earth shook, frightened birds flew, and everything went dark. The end. Oh my goodness. We're surrounded by white rabbits. Are you late? Are you late? No, mustn't delay. Let's get out of here. No time for white rabbits. An impossible love? Something I kept to myself for a long time. I love you. I have always loved you. It's a silent movie. Since the first time I saw you. It's the first time I felt your frozen hands. Each time I move away from you, I miss your glassy, empty, dead eyes. He's talking to a corpse. What's going on? I miss your rough hair, your grey skin, your stench. That's actually quite disturbing. But our love just cannot be. Obviously, because the person's dead. Well, now she's a zombie. An impossible love. With a zombie. Okay. That's exciting. Oh, and we're awake. What was that about? A nightmare found a place in my memories. Did you? I think. Surely this has got to do with that room that they said. It's to do with that room, isn't it, that they said to meet at. Did not say it was a lounge behind the classroom. Is that note again? And that was in this room here. I'm sure that's what they said. He was brought to this spot. And there's a trap door. So a trap door. I guess we're going down there. A horrible stench. Well, we've got to go in then, haven't we? Horrible stench, and there's something down here. Did you see? Did you see? It was there, just in front of me, that thing. It was screaming. Let's see what this is. Body racked with pain, one way to end his suffering. Oh, is this the guy that wants the morphine? Well, let's give it to him. Is that it? Is he gone already? Okay, well this is a little concerning. Rest in peace. Another body. Young woman's decayed corpse devoured by an animal. Well, that's good to know. Is there more crows down here? Walls splattered with dried blood. Excellent. And a door. Punctual as always, Devitt. Now all that remains is to introduce our guest. You may come in now, Professor. Father Ernest. Don't worry, I invited him to join us this evening. The Professor genuinely shares our curiosity, and who better to complete our group than one of the most renowned theologists? Moreover, we mustn't ban those who are willing to explore beyond the veil. Are they going to summon something horrible? Take a seat and we'll begin the procedure. Soon shall the door be open, and then we may finally see what lies beyond. Ask it to close your eyes. You'll feel a momentary prick as I inject you with the serum. The serum? What are we being injected with here, guys? Oh! It's a room with an eye on the wall. Oh, and here's Father Ernest. I've not forgotten your voice. You're the fourth witness. And 3 of them are dead. I remember what happened. What is it that we saw? The eye of the bird. Malum and say. What happened to us? What is it that we witnessed? You must tell me. You must make me understand what my mind cannot fathom. Our curiosity damned us. We opened that which should not be opened. In doing so, we've shorn the veil that separated our world from his. Seeking vision, we were ourselves seen by the eye of the bird. It remembers us, looks for us, calls from us from its dark nest, its abominable lair. All these years I've attempted to return to it, but I have no strength left. These poor wretched creatures are too fragile. They lack the sight to return. Not one of them has, only us, the 4 witnesses. Who are the other 2? Where are they? Disappeared as you did. I haven't heard from any of you. Seized my curiosity. It absconded from my faith. Deprived me of sanity. O Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. Nothing remains. All that's left is surrender. Surrender to him. We've sinned gravely, and our only absolution is to burn. Burn in the flames. Is he going to set me? Oh my goodness, really? Self-immolation, eh? Malum. In. Say. He's just died. Oh, and here comes. Did we just. He just hit us in the head. He actually hit us in the head. Oh man. He's going to put us in a coffin now. Like that other person. I think we're knocking on the coffin. Can we get out? Oh, they're dropping dirt on us now. Come on, really? Don't bury me alive. That's no fun. Can we skip that? Well, we did. But have we been killed? I guess so. The adventure continues in episode 3. And episode 3 is going to be where we start off next time. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed my stream, even if this game was a little bit out there slightly. Good news is only 2 episodes left, so if you were slightly disturbed by it, there's not much more to watch. But it was quite an enjoyable story, I suppose. And we'll get back to it next time. Thank you very much, and I hope you'll join me next time. And follow me on Mixer, on YouTube at Supernautus Streams, and on Twitter at Supernautus. Thank you very much. See you next time. Or speak to you.